When a servant approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with volunteer worship, the volunteer worship, does it include the worship or servicing of the people as well, called haqooq al-ibad?
Google ibad? Any type of the Google ibad, that's a good one. So that you have to ponder deep that hadith and get to the reality of what's being taught on that hadith. Means do what Allah ordered for you and don't expect a gift from it. Not a big deal. You went for Jummah, congratulations for you. You did your prayers, congratulations for you. All that Allah ordered for you, alhamdulillah. It means what? You listen to Allah. But what Allah is specifying is no, these people who did that, they now come through love, extraordinary worship. So what is that? That's everything. When you go and give people food, you give people water, you give people your sadaqah, you give people your time, you give people your abilities. All of that is what Allah is describing. These servants that I'm going to dress them with from sincerity, they give themselves out of love. Means they completed the mandatory, they don't even look at it as if Allah is going to be excited by it. They're trying to excite Allah by voluntary worship. They're trying to compete with people and other people and motivate other people. Look how many people we're trying to feed, look how many things we're trying to do. And competition in religion is encouraged by Prophet. Without it people don't do nothing. So competition in dunya, no, but competition in deen, yes. Oh, look how much they're doing worshipness, look how much they're feeding, look how many tons of food they saved. So that other people say, oh look at us, shame on us, we're not doing anything, let's go out and start to motivate and do things. Those people then are eligible by Allah bi-idhnillah, whatever Allah chooses, I'm going to love you, I'm going to be your hearing, I'm going to be your seeing. But deeper than that, forget about yourself and myself. What is this mentioning about Prophet? That's where you're getting lost. Allah is describing that Prophet sees with Allah's seeing, not eyes, because eyes then would die in the grave, but you will be seeing. I will be the seeing in which you see. So the maximum that can be achieved is only by Muhammadun Rasulullah. Whatever anyone else can achieve will never be what Prophet is achieving. So what does that say about the light in the soul of Prophet? He sees with Allah's seeing. So can Prophet see right now? Can he feel you closer than your jugular vein? Most definitely. I'll be the hearing in which you hear. He has an ilahi dress from Allah, when else, not an angel. He hears with Allah's hearing. What limit does he hear? Means the usul of Ahl Sunnah, we go back now to the usul. When we come across somebody, say, I don't know what you're talking about, like this ayat al-kursi. So okay, I just want to know what aqeedah you follow, that in ayat al-kursi, are you telling me that that Allah's on the kursi? They say yes. So then according to your aqeedah, Allah is within creation? So creation has the ability to contain Allah? It's out of Ahl Sunnah belief. So if they try to explain ayat al-kursi that Allah's sitting on a chair, on a throne, whatever you want to say, means Allah's in the creation that He made, and the creation is strong enough to contain the Almighty, outside of Ahl Sunnah belief. This was brought by the Wahhabi scholars who anthropomorphize. They put human qualities on the literal translations. They think Allah has hands, Allah has feet, Allah sits down, Allah stands up, astaghfirullah. So ayat al-kursi, Allah can't be within His creation. Ayat al-kursi is a sign of power. It's not for AI and AI pictures, but for us to understand the one whom holds the understanding of power. That if you're going to make a king and you're going to make a Khalifa, don't you want to endow him with power? And in your proclamation of power you want to validate to all the angels and ulama qa'iman bil qist, and the ulama whom know realities, that this soul is never sleeping. His vision encompasses everything, because this is the hadith that Allah was describing, I become the seeing. So the soul sees everything. I become his hearing, he hears everything. It's all from his light. I become the tongue in which you speak, he speaks to everything. And anyone whom heard him, they heard Prophet. I become the hands in which you touch, subhanalladhi biyadihi mulk. Means that his might and power reaches everywhere. He's not a king that doesn't have power, but Allah I'll be the hands in which you touch, means your hands and your power reach everything. wanna be the feet in which you walk. Means your every qadam, your every moment and every movement is Divine will. And whatever you want, you're a Rabbaniyun and you have power of kun fayakun. So means Allah's speech is qul, the speech of Sayyidina Muhammad is kun fayakun. When he's going to give the commands of Allah merely gathers whom needs to hear the command and be and it shall be. Because kun fayakun is an inheritable power from this hadith al-Qudsi. So much so, you be Rabbaniyun and I give you power of kun fayakun. But qul is only Allah because Allah is the owner of the Qaf. He sends this power to the lam and the lisan of Prophet, his Divinely speech emanates through the heart of Prophet. So these are immense realities. These are the realities to ponder. That hadith al-Qudsi is not about me and you, but think to yourselves and meditate and contemplate what Allah has dressed with the reality of the soul of Sayyidina Muhammad. That was the depth of what was said last night. Who knows himself will know your Lord. So it means for me and you, look into your soul and see what is your reality, what is your destiny, what is each cell within you doing. But think about that hadith for Prophet, that how much he's the apex of all arifin and knowers. He knows every light within his reality and what Allah's purpose for that light, because it's from Sayyidina Muhammad. It's not from another source. The only source Allah is using is Muhammadan Rasulullah. Whatever comes into existence, the king of arifin, he knows exactly the purpose of that, because that was in the description. That his hearing hears it, his vision sees it, he speaks to it, everything. There's nothing that he doesn't know about a reality within himself. And his reality contains the whole creation. Your reality contains 7 trillion or 70 trillion cells. Can you imagine all of that creation is within one insan? How many millions of miles of veins? How many trillions of cells? All of them governed by your reality, your heart. When your heart stops, the energy throughout your universe went out, because you're just a drop. All creation are like cells within the reality and the soul of Sayyidina Muhammad. What type of power Allah is sending to the Qalb al-Muhammadiyah, that is the source and power for everything within him. That's why Allah gives to you, I've created no man with 2 hearts. Means your power coming from your heart, there's not another power source. Now look to the ultimate man who his soul contains all creation. You think there's 2 or 3 different power sources? Allah said, I created no one with 2 qalbs. He is the reality of qul ba, Allah's Divinely speech to the ba. That is the power of the Muhammadan heart, that is the power of all the cells within his reality, which we call universes and creations. This is then from Insan Kamil, that you get the book Insan Kamil, so to understand the realities of Muhammadan Rasulullah and study and read it and all these hadiths. If we don't understand the hadiths, we don't understand the Qur'an. When you understand the reality of this hadith, then you start to open up the Mahdiyun understanding of Holy Qur'an, that these are the realities that come out in the time of Imam Mahdi, that the immense reality of Sayyidina Muhammad and how is it relating to each verse and ayah of the Holy Qur'an in its Muhammadan haqaiq, because we said the kingdom of Allah is coming. What is that kingdom? It's the kingdom of Muhammadan Rasulullah, where all of the kingdom realities will begin to flow upon this earth. And who can say no? Because the sword of Imam Mahdi is present. They don't like it, then they don't have heads. This is a divine decree coming upon this earth. That's what it's meant, when thy kingdom come, thy will be done. They thought maybe it was something else coming, but it was the Muhammadan kingdom that's coming. And that's why the Muhammadan representative Muhammadan Mahdi is going to bring a whole different realities of the ayatul kareem, based on the Muhammadan haqaiqs, based on the Muhammadan hadith. This hadith of Nabi open up and is the key for ayatul kareem, for Holy Qur'an. Any ayah of Holy Qur'an has to open from the key of Muhammadun Rasulullah, and that's when we describe the Qur'an looks to you, and if it sees the Muhammadan light and it's biotechnology looking to you, sees that light, opens its realities. Doesn't see that light, you have very basic understanding of right and wrong. So then the increasing of the love and the ishq of Prophet illuminates our eternal soul, so that the Qur'an will read us and the encryptions will be cleared and then Muhammadan haqqaiqs begin to flow within the soul and the reality of insan, inshaAllah. There was a Google ibadah?